What can I possibly say? To start off, I think I should give a disclaimer that it's going to be tough putting into words my experience in England. Never in my life did I think I would have this opportunity. Still, when I was actually on British soil, I still had some hints of disbelief as to where I was. Like any new place, I had to grab my footing, but after a couple of days, I felt like a natural and I learned the lay of the land. But that's not the only thing I learned. The people are the nicest in the north. They are willing to help you find your way, and I honestly think that they feel like they've done a good deed in helping you. Not that they need a pat on the back, but you can sense a bit of satisfaction to helping a fellow human being, especially we lost Americans. Sports are a huge part of the culture, and there are so many more factors than in the United States. First of all, there are really 3 main sports, and if you live in England, you only follow one. Football, rugby, and cricket are the sports, but really it's more like a way of life. The athletes leave it all on the field, and there really is no hatred toward the other team from the actual athletes. Best of all, the athletes truly appreciate their fans, but that's probably because unless it's a professional game, people don't attend athletic events, which is crazy to think about here in the United States. Everything is rooted in tradition. This ranges from sports to historical sites. The history of rivalry between certain teams has been and will always be around because the fans pass on these traditions. My favorite tradition that I found in England was at the Tower of London. It's not really a tower but a castle. A lot of history happened there, but in the 1600s, King Charles II decreed that there must be 6 ravens on the property at all times, or the crown will fall and the kingdom with it. And the Raven Master makes sure that all the ravens are accounted for. It's this kind of history that we will never experience in the United States, because our country is just so young. We don't have buildings and structures from the 1000s, or even remnants of the Roman Empire lying around. These are things that if you want to see them, you must leave the States. And if you do, you won't look at anything the same way again. We're just a small blip on the timeline of this world. We've been taught world history throughout our career in school, but it's one thing to read about historical events, and it's another to experience them firsthand with friends, inquiring, learning, and contemplating. I'm glad I was able to have friends on this trip and I wasn't alone. This way I know that while our experiences may have been different, there will always be a couple people who have done the same things as me. We will always have the laughter, the tears, the inside jokes, and our unending love for England.